said, we are doing several enhancements that are underway right now. Some of the things I wanted to talk to you about were some of those enhancements. But as Beth said, we recently released a multi-property functionality that allows the hotel that, or management company that owns multiple hotels to interface through a single interface to our Best Western. So basically, you can have 5 properties, 6 properties, all connecting to us. A couple of the other enhancements that we have coming out are related to, well, first one I'm going to mention is groups. As some of you may know, the interface when it comes to groups oftentimes will have some sync issues where a block or a group block may come out of sync. So what we're doing, and and when I say we're doing it, we're actually actively doing this in a project today. We expect to be available by January, February timeframe, is where we'll do a group overlay, which essentially means that every time you change a block, modify a block within Operra, it's automatically going to resync your inventory. So the more times you manage your groups, the more times your inventory goes back into balance. It's always assuming it's out of balance, but obviously if it's not out of balance, it'll just continue to send us the right number. But the point is that there will be a safeguard built into the interface that will allow us to exchange group information and keep the inventory in sync. The other enhancement we have going along with that, and some of you may be familiar with the reservation reinstate functionality within Operra, basically the ability to reinstate a canceled booking. If you've canceled the reservation today, if you've canceled the reservation and you need to open the folio or you need to make it active again because the customer didn't want to cancel it for whatever reason, today you'd have to create a new reservation or copy the data and get a new confirmation number and whatnot. What we're going to be implementing is that you could send the message directly to Best Western and we will reinstate the same confirmation number. So that'll help in a lot of the shares and the unshares and various things that are happening within those environments. We will be able to keep that inventory back in sync by reinstating previous reservations that you had. The next thing we're going to be doing is on the reporting side. We're going to be working on secondary source codes, meaning that right now when you get reservations from Central, they all say Central or they all say CRS or host or something to that effect. We'll be delivering more detailed information such as the GES information, the website information, and just really trying to give you more granularity as to where the source of the reservations that you're getting are coming from. Not just obviously they're coming from Central, but really where Central getting them from, which will really help in you tracking your sources of business. And then, we have several other enhancements coming up that are really universal. We're going to be helping out with reservations by allowing you to send us requests for group information. We're going to allow you to send us requests for room type rate plan combos. So what the situation is today, we often come into a situation where you have a room type at the property level that you do not want Central to sell. But oftentimes you may want to upgrade somebody to that. Let's just say the FX, the free night's a great example of that. If you want to give somebody a free night, and let's say for whatever reason you want to upgrade them to a suite, maybe because they're an elite member of the rewards program, since we didn't have that suite associated to the free night rate plan, there would be an error coming back if you tried to do that. So we've compensated for that and will allow the hotel specifically, when you want to allow you to upgrade somebody into a room, and we'll still keep that inventory in balance there. And then obviously Christine's going to talk about some of the enhancements that we have in version 5. The biggest enhancement in there, as some of you may already have it, is the Best Western Rewards function. Via Operra, you can go into the Freedom Guest program and look up a member by last name, address, comes back with a real-time search of all those profiles, and then you can download it directly into your PMS. So you'll get all the real-time information of point balance and tier. You'll be able to look that up directly from Operra, as well as you'll be able to enroll in the program. So we'll be showing a little bit about that in the version 5. This is a user session. I really want to keep this interactive. I know we spent some time doing some intros and some general overlays or overviews, but if there are any questions from the audience, certainly if there's something you'd like to ask.
The group you talked about going into January, February, would that be a patch or will it automatically be done?
Yeah, actually, it's Actually, it'll be completely seamless. There will be an upgrade involved. We haven't defined a specific version yet, but it'll be an upgrade that you'll have as like a patch. They'll download it remotely into your property management system. And basically what it's going to do is, behind the scenes, we've worked with the development team at Operra to go through and send messages in a different way that helps us keep it in sync. But there will be an upgrade required for that. And it will...
Version 5.
And it would be part of, excuse me, I was just going to add, since the platform is version 5, we're adding to version 5, since that's what a rewards program is.
I find that when we're, let's say, tracking General Motors is one of our biggest customers,
Right.
Chrysler, we're trying to track room nights. If a reservation comes across a GDS and not Property Direct, and it's a different address, you might end up with 10 accounts where you have to add the rooms together. Is there any plan for maybe having a family number that can track room nights and bring it to like one? Could we code
Like,
somehow?
Sterling Heights?
That's it.
Okay, because that's...
You know us, right?
Right when you said General Motors, I said, well, that sounds like Sterling Heights.
But what's happening is we have all these accounts, and then it creates duplicates and triplicates. And then if you want to quit, hey, what are they doing year to date, month to date? If you could assign them a number or some way.
No, I totally understand. And in fact, I mean, I've had some. Victor's actually had some very detailed conversations about this, and we are looking at it. It wasn't something I had in this particular demo, but really what we're going to be working on is similar to like our rewards function. You're going to be able, in the future, this is most likely after this release I was just speaking to with the overlay, where you'll be able to do a lookup function on your corporate IDs. So we're going to have to do a cleanup first, right? We have to clean up all of our corporate IDs so that there's no duplicates in our own system, right? Because there's some duplicates there. And then we want to be able, from your PMS, to be able for you to find what the appropriate corporate ID for a particular company is, to say General Motors or...
And that brings up another question. Is there a reason you can't delete the corporate IDs? Because when a clerk makes a duplicate, I mean, there's so much garbage in our system from...
that we put some rules around that, and I think at a high level, the reason the corporate IDs don't get removed is a couple of fold. One is because we feel that when the reservation, it